natin yan, yung commission.
Thank you po.
We will look at everything talaga. Yes, sino po? Actually, sir, yun ang lagi kasi mga tanong ng mga members ng coalition is about commission. Ako naman, sir, ang tingin ko naman dyan, kung wala pong magdidictate, kung hanggang magkano, or as low, pwede kasi siyang mayari po katulad sa Vietnam. Nagko-compute ako nung nagbubuk ako. 33% pinakamababa. 39%. Yes. Pinakamataas. So, fluctuating din siya katulad dito. Pero then again, yun nga po, kung walang minimum and walang maximum, so hindi malayo mangyari in the future na possible, maganyan din tayo. So, ang lalago, ilang percent?
2 partners, 0%. But in the long run, is looking at 5 to 2% to 5%.
Tingin nyo, okay din 2 to 5%?
For now, sir, for now. Pero may kakasabi po kami.
Sige. Can you know what would be your projected ROI
Yes, sir.
if you do 2 to 5% commission?
Sabi, sir.
Kasi gusto natin, dami yung punto, sustainability, no? Hindi predatory. Diba, predatory. Tapos, kung gano'n, kung 10% sa in-drive, no? Pero bakit hindi pupunta sa in-drive? Sir, at tanong kasi dyan, 10%, yes. Pero ano yung perks na bumabalik sa driver? So other TNC, mas mataas, may perks, may safety, and etc. Ngayon, kung sabihin natin, ibaba din, and mawala lahat ng incentives na meron si driver. So parang wala na. Biyahe ka na lang. Kung ano yung net mo, yun lang. Kumbaga, kung sa isang company, meron kang yung project na performance mo at the end of the year, na meron kang possible na meron kang ma-earn na incentive. So, with the other company, na mas mataas ang incentive, merong benefits ko. Hindi ko po masabi sa kung baga pumababa, ano po yung benefits doon sa mas mababang commission.
Base po sa komisyon, kasi di ba pag nag-onboarding tayo, pwede ma-inform din kami kung paano yung process ng onboarding, may pinipirmahan ba kayong mga kontrata. Kasi sabi mo sir, merong incentive. Dito, commission, di ko alam kung may incentive. So, meron ba kayong written document agreement between the TNVS operator slash driver and the TNCs? If you could give us copy of that also.
Wala naman po ang incentives. Wala naman po gano'n kasi nagbabari din po siya.
How about
The, the commissions, it's nandun po yun sa computation sa app din. No, but it varies nga po eh. It's not fixed. And like before, there was a time na dinipende po nila sa tiering ng mga drivers. So, performance-based po. But some time ago, 2023, naging flexi na po yung commissions natin. So, but for now, it goes up to as high as 26%. Pero in fairness, meron din naman pong 4% lang. Meron din naman pong 0%. Opo, nangyayari naman po yun. It's just that hindi nga po siya fixed talaga.
That's why ma'am, pag nag-onboard ba ako, mayroon kayong kontrata na ito ba yung komisyon? Siyempre, ano tayo eh, yun yung agreement na nung pumayag kayo mag-onboard sa kanila, meron ba kayong kontrata na hindi magbabago ang komisyon or may specific amount, yung commission ba 10% to 26%, depende, walang gano'n.
Wala po, sir.
So, paano niyo nalalaman na ito yung binabawas na komisyon?
Nandun po sa app, sa computation ng share.
Pero
Pero
pag
po, pero discretion po nila kung babaguhin nila. Nagsabi ko nga po 2 years ago or 3 years ago, iba yung system. So, ngayon, iba na rin.
paano kung bago?
Flexible na
Kung bago ako ma'am, paano kung malalaman? Pupunta ako sa isang TNC. Kailan nila sasabihin sa akin na ito yung komisyon na?
orientation po at saka meron po tayong online seminar bago sila makapag-online.
So during orientation, ang sinasabi nila, ang komisyon namin is as low as 10% and a flexibility rule.
We call it flexi kita.
Meron po kasi siya parang may sa may Grab Academy na nakalagay
Okay.
ang mga info na kayo.
Kailangan tapusin mo po muna yun online bago po ma-activate yung account mo.
actually a balance between the commission and the secretary.
Yes, sir.
Attracts the driver.
Apo. Pero ang punto po kasi doon, at least merong magre-regulate na na sa hanggang ganito lang siya. Hindi rin naman po namin kasi gustong mawala yung mga incentives, no? Kasi happy naman po yung mga drivers and sa tingin namin balance naman po. Kaya lang nga, sabi ko nga po, yung araw-araw nakita, kaya nila napapansin yun eh. Kasi although it's not advisable na per trip nila kukwentahin. Kasi it should be at the end of the day, kaya nga po ang hamon sa amin ng PNC, kung wala talaga kayong kinikita, bumalik kayo sa amin. Pero meron pa rin naman po kasi. Kaya lang, they're just trips na talagang mabibigla ka. Especially mas mataas po yung mga fares. Malaki yung kinakaltas. So, ramdam na ramdam nila. So, kung meron lang po sanang magre-regulate, hindi naman po para ipitin din natin yung mga kumpanya, no? Dahil alam naman natin na nagpapatakbo sila ng negosyo. Yun lang naman po. Salamat po.
Yes, sir. Meron to share.
Ano ba yun? Yung end of the year, availability sa sakyan?
Yes po. Parang every year, Chairman, we run 2 driver campaigns. Namimigay kami ng mga kotse and other incentives to the drivers. And this is aside pa po dun sa mga weekly bonuses that we
While
give.
maintaining your 10%.
Yes, Chair.
Meron dun sa performance goals. Performance. Maxim. Yung Maxim. Kaya. Anong commission ng Maxim?
Good morning, everyone. Sir, for Maxine, we're running 12 and 8%. Yes, and we're also doing incentives for our drivers. Right now, we have like 10 orders completed for one week. It's like 400 pesos, and then 30 completed orders per week. That's 1,500, and that will be doubled if, like, for example, the driver or the operator agrees for a branding. So if a driver completes 30 orders per week and his car is branded, then he gets 1,500 times, so that's 3,000. And I would just like to add, Chairman, this was also my concern yesterday. I would just like to connect that commission that we are talking about. Actually, the commission, the putting of commissions lower than the current standard, which is, we all know that Grab is doing the standard. They've been in the business for quite a long time. So that is to entice drivers to work for us. All right. Giving drivers 0% commission for about 2 or 3 months, new drivers or new operators to work, that is enticing drivers to work for us. But I'll be honest with you, Chairman. We've been doing several orientation onboarding for new drivers here in NCR. We have onboarded, I think, 300. I think less than 10% works for us, even if with the commission that we are giving, we are enticing them. All right, and we have 1,000 orders per day, and that's like even less than 10% also of that 1,000 orders are cancelled orders because drivers doesn't work for us. Right, so I'd like to connect this one to the discussion yesterday. I mean, you said no, but this is a free for all discussion. Since I would like to comment before, I'd like to comment on FRB for putting up a brilliant idea of going online for applications. But if we don't put cap per NC, a TNC on how many slots we are getting, the problem is if we allow operators to apply on their own and then later on choose their TNC after getting this CPC or PE, then we eventually all these TNBS will be applying for Grab for Drive. So right now we are even having a hard time. We have slots allocated for us the previous year, right? That's about almost 800. We have onboarded more than 300, but then the problem is keeping the driver to us despite to provide this kind of incentive. So my hope and my prayer is that hopefully, therefore we can take also a look at this kind of policies for the two TNC companies that will also help us grow our business.
Yeah.
Thank you very much po.
Kaya isang issue natin that we would like to know your positions, the issue of multi-homing. Kasi kahit i-onboard mo, pagdating sa actual operations, lumipat naman yung sa ibang TNC, anong saysay? We'd like to know your position on multi-homing.
Chairman,
Yeah, please.
alinahan ko lang po yung sinabi. Chris po from ECP.
Regarding po dun sa multi-hopping po, kasi ang isang implikasyon po niyan, pagka yung driver naka-penetrate na po sa isang TNC at then na-deact po siya or na-ban po siya doon, ang nangyayari po lumilipat lang po sa iba. So yung may mga depektong driver na yun naman hindi naman po mababan yun o madi-deactivate kung walang dahilan. So may maaaring grade po yung nagawa nun na offense kaya natanggal sa TNC. So ngayon, nakakalipat po sa ibang TNC lang. So ganun lang po ng ganun na nagiging senaryo niya. So hindi po na-filter kung sino ba yung mga maaayos at talagang kaya nagkakamantsa po tuloy ngayon yung hanay ng community dahil po sa ganung sitwasyon. Kaya hopefully sana po mabigyan din po natin ng resolution yun kung maaari po sana.
Salamat, magpagandang punto yun. Gawin natin yun. Naisip na ho namin sa jeepney at saka mga driver yung pati-patikat lang ng mga good point. Pati para NBS, kadulis ng problem. Good point, good point. We'll do that. Madali natin gagawin yan. Thank you. Yes, please.
Chairman, yung about sa commission, hindi lang po siya kasi all about incentives.
Hello.
Hindi lang po siya about incentive, kundi din safety din po ng mga drivers kung paano maging smooth ang takbo ng platform. Kumbaga, bilis ng app. Like sa Grab, meron silang pa-free dashcam na may emergency button. So yun po, doon din part ng commission na pupunta. So yun po, kung magiging standard din po sana yan with all the TNC, siguro baka masagot din yung multi-homing kasi syempre ang isang driver, pupunta siya sa TNC. Bukod sa maraming booking, alam niyang safe siya, lalo na pagdating sa gabi.
Hello po.
Paki-introduce yung sarili.
Yeah. My name is Edson Juan. I'm from a TNC, but I'll be speaking from the perspective of a former TNVS driver. Okay po. In regard to sinabi nga po about the distribution of the slots. Okay. Before it, when it was that Uber and Grab was still in the Philippines, when Uber was still here, right? For Grab, I was a Grab driver, then I was also doing for Uber. But for Grab, I do 72 trips. I get 4,000 a week. But because of now, Uber was gone, so Grab basically became the dominant. It's a virtual monopoly at this point. All those incentives now are gone. So they leverage the fact that they hold the industry, in which for the driver, at the end of the day, po, we compute how much did I earn, how much was my cost. Minsan hindi na pumapasok po anong incentive, ano eh. Some of the drivers that I spoke to actually felt insulted. During rush hour, they're making you take 4 trips during rush hour for how much? 200 pesos? At the expense of what? Your vehicle and your safety and the safety of their passenger, because they feel that they have to go into that tier just to get 250 pesos, which is much less na makukuha nila in return kasi magpapagas sila because of that. Right? So yun lang po, yung kumbaga the distribution of the number of slots, it would be best if it's divided to all, right? Regardless of what marketing industry. And I agree, multi-homing is also good because, as he said, there are some drivers who get banned or suspended for something very minute because of, let's say na lang po, because of a passenger attitude. A lot, a lot of the cases is because of that. Kahit sabihin mo po, walang ginagawa talaga yung driver. The customer is just in a bad mood. Wala, babagsak ka agad. Isang reklamo lang to the health. You can be suspended or banned regardless of. So tama lang po. I see okay po ang multi-homing. Kumbaga you're just having better, kumbaga yung supply chain mo nandyan eh. So yun lang po. So, that's about it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Good morning. Sir, tama naman yung mga narinig natin regarding dun sa mga sinasabi nila sa commission. Ang gusto lang naman mangyari namin dito talaga, sir, magkaroon ng mandato coming from the government or LTFRB na hanggang dito lang yung pwedeng iikaltas na commissions ng mga TNC. Kasi, nangyayari, sir, merong mababa talaga. Yes, kasi mababa rin yung pamasahe nilang binibigay. Not sure kung nagiging standard pa ba to sa mga sa pay matrix natin ngayon or depende sa search ng pasahero na meron sila, no? At the same time, sir, yung yung costing sana ng mga company, malaman natin kung bakit sila nagtataas ng commissions. Kasi, ako, sir, siguro sa Grab na lang. Sa Grab naman yung sinasabi na medyo na mataas yung commissions, no? Sa Grab kasi, sir, may mga members kami na may mga perks talaga silang nakuha. At saka isang maganda sa nakita ko sa platform ng Grab na ginawa nila sa member na bumiyahe sa kanila. Yung namatay yung driver na mismong bumiyahe sa kanila na may platinum tier, which is may life insurance. Nung namatay yung driver, nakakuha yung pamilya ng almost 500,000 dun sa life insurance coming from Grab, which is napakalaking bagay nun para sa driver. Yun sana, sir, na magkaroon kayo ng mandato na sa inyo po manggagaling para sundin ng mga TNC na to. Pero nandun pa rin benepisyo ng mga drivers. Kasi meron ng mababa. Wala naman masyadong safety yung driver. Kawawa din naman yung driver. Eh kung meron naman may masyadong mataas, sobrang naman yata. Sana maging balance din sa komisyon. Kasi napapansin namin, napakatagal na rin po ng issue namin sa komisyon. Hindi rin po talaga maayos. Na kahit na tinudulog namin sa mga TNC, parang wala talaga kaming magawa. Sana magkaroon na lang ng batas na magagaling sa gobyerno mismo na etong mga TNC na to, 10 to 20% lang kayo. Pag lumagpas kayo dyan, magkakaroon kayo ng pataw sa amin. Para sumunod po sana lahat. At ano yung mga benepisyong binibigay ninyo sa mga drivers ninyo? Ilatag nila bawat isa. Para makita nyo po talaga kung ano yung differences. Diba? Kasi kung sasabihin ni in-drive, 10% lang sa amin. Ano naman yung binibigay nilang perk sa driver? Kailangan mo 2 to 5%. Ano naman yung binibigay nyo para sa driver? Sabihin natin, let's say Grab 20 to 26%. Pero ito yung nandito nilalatag nila sa driver. Diba, sir? Pero ako as a driver, ako babiyahe, sige sa 26% na lang. Kasi nakikita ko, safe ako rito, pag may nangyari sa akin, assure ako na may maiiwan sa pamilya ko. Ako, sir, mismo, member ko, namatay, bumiyahe sa Grab, nakatanggap ng kalahating milyon na iwan sa pamilya, which is napakalaking itig na iwan sa pamilya niya. So, hindi na nagmamatter yung commissions. Yun lang po sana, sir. Maging fair and balance sa lahat. Thank you.
Dito ba sa Grab? Ayun here. Okay. Sige. Ano bang incentives ang binibigay ni Grab habang ipabahay ba kayo?
Morning, sir.
Hindi, baka meron.
Unfortunately, sir, wala.
Oo nga.
James Roman po from Grab Philippines. I echo the benefits that's rolled into from the commission, sir. So yung nangyayari po, yung commissions po, ganito po siya kataas. Seemingly, medyo mataas po siya on paper, but then it's reinvested to things like this. There's life insurance, there's commission that's reinvested into car to dash cams po that is then owned po by mga drivers just to foresee that there are going to be safety issues later on, not only for the passengers, pero sa drivers po. So, yun po. And obviously, sir, you're also encroaching into the employability part of yung ng TNBS driver mo eh. At the end of the day, they're not employees, they're gig workers. So, the commissions may seemingly be small at first, and then later on bigger, but then it's reinvested into that system that benefits the drivers and ensures the safety of the passengers po.
Yung dashcam, is that a requirement of Grab or requirement of all TNCs?
All TNCs.
All TNCs
Opo.
really require yung dashcam, yung emergency button.
Yes, sir. It's a privacy issue at first, and then later on, yung driver po kailangan i-own na po yung dashcam nila. But they can toggle it on and off. And then again, yun nga po yung medyo tricky at first po when we were looking at the policy. Kasi obviously, that's still a private car that's selling their seats and their time. You can't require them to own their dash cams on 24/7 because that would mean parang ino-own nyo na po yung kotse. So by the time that the driver is online, pwede nyo po i-toggle on and off. But yes po, to your question, yes, it's policy.
So you require of all the vehicles that on board with the Grab.
Standard requirement po siya, sir, because there's also capital involved. So it's not hard. It's not a hard requirement at first. If you work up and you can make it as a perk, pwede po i-subsidize ng unti-unti ng Grab tapos i-charge po against your commissions later on.
Okay. Pati emergency button.
Opo.
Okay.
Privacy issue kasi, sir.
Or
Kaya
lalo
medyo-
po, meron pang ganun, dashcam and emergency button. Dashcam wala pa. Pero sagot ng driver yan o sagot ng lalo mo?
As of now, sir,
Dashcam, no? CTC, sir. Sige. Okay, yeah.
Chairman, I would like to inform the body that the National Center for Community Safety and Protection has started since last year a program with Grab wherein they have been we're doing it again this May. Nagpa-bloodletting po sila for Red Cross to just ensure that they will have with ANCAS, that they have to be ensured that there is a deposit of blood, whatever happens. They're also trained for first aid so that their drivers will be ensured that they know how to respond not only to themselves but also to others. And also we know that a person who knows first aid will have safety firsthand in his mind. So we're doing that again next week, and probably we might invite you for so that you can observe what we're doing with them. So I think I would like to encourage that most of our people who are leaders of the transport communities can follow the same pattern. They are the ones who are on the road all the time, every time. Okay? Thank you.
Maganda pong suggestion. Joe, does the requirement ang dashcam? Siguro, i-remind lang natin yan. So, emergency button, hindi.
Chairman, para
Yes.
mas malinaw yung isa, flex kita ng commission. Para lang po may idea about sa flexikita na commission. Nag-derive po kasi siya sa reklamo din ng mga drivers na yung effort papunta sa pickup and papunta sa drop-off, mas mahirap, mas matagal. Minsan naman nandiyan lang sa tabi mo and mas mabilis nyo. Kaya po nagbabago-bago yung commission. So depende po siya sa overall effort ng biyahe.
Thank you.
Yeah, last one na lang po. I'm just benchmarking myself po, no? I earn 3,500 per day, but I have to drive 18 hours a day. So that's a good idea how much a Grab driver will have to do just to earn like that amount. Net na po yun. 18 hours, 3,500.
NCB na biyahe, net na, kas minus na gas, minus gas na. Anong TNCB na biyahe?
Before, Grab. No. TNC na ako ngayon eh. But I used to be a TNVS driver, Uber and Grab. Kay Grab po yun yung 3.5 ko na. Thank you very much.
Anong year nga? 3.5.
That was about 2019. Yeah. 2019. Mababa pa gas noon.
In addition po dun sa commission na sinasabi po namin, sabihin na po natin sa Grab. Kasi po ang driver is more on computation sila daily. So this flexikita po na sinasabi po namin dito within actually po Eileen Tagyo po, Vice Chairman po ng TCP. Yeah, ang driver po kasi is more on computation daily. So dun sa flexikita po, na sinasabi ko sila kasi within the graph is hindi pare-parehas sa commission, yun based on the effort. So, pag mas malapit, mas maliit ang commission, pag mas malayo, ay pag mas malapit, mas maliit, mas malayo, mas maliit. So parang yun po yung pinakaano doon. So ang gaya po na sinasabi po namin, hindi nga pare-parehas. Ang gusto lang po sana namin is hindi na siya mas tumaas pa dun sa sinasabi namin o nakasanayan ng pangkalahatan na 20%. Kasi sa ngayon po, nakikita po namin is umaabot na po siya sa 26%. Kahit sino or 27, kahit sino ang mag-compute noon, is halos lahat po ng mga driver is yun ang inaalay nila. So, kaya po namin inilalapit sa inyo na kahit sino regardless na TNCs is maging meron kayong basis ng commission score para makita po namin kung ano ba talaga ang computation na pwede. Kasi kahit po paano, kahit po kami is nagpo-compute din po kami ng daily income po namin, ng daily rights namin, daily commission na binabawas po sa amin. So, yun lang po yun sa akin.
Plus na po, of course, ako, pero, sorry. Mapunta na lang po tayo sa airport na iba lang po, no? I heard today is the last day of the airport service po. So may extension. Yun nga po sa yung itatanong ko. So, until 2 weeks po ang extension. 2 months. Okay. So, thank you so much po. Thank you lang naman po.
Doon kalaki yung
Kasi may mga members po kami din na, na tumatakbo ng airport service. No? Today sana is the last day po, di ba? So, thank you po for hearing it straight from you.
Parang
Thank you.
sini lang yan.
Salamat po.
Question. Na ano lang dun sa 18 hours. Dun sa TNC ba, nalilimit niyo ba yung driving or operating hours ng isang driver? May ganong system bang na kapag nakita nyo na naka-on na siya for certain number of hours, automatic bang mamamatay, hindi siya makakapag-book?
Wala po.
Before po meron.
Yung iba
Yung
meron.
panahon po ni Super, meron po kasi kapag umabot ng certain period of time, meron silang automatic na post po yung app. And then before po, si Grab din dati meron ganun. Pero totally ngayon, lahat ng TNC wala po.
So, sa mga driver,
Unlimited po, attorney, ang oras ng driver na makapag-drive.
anong stand ng ating mga drivers dito? Kayo, sir, anong stand niyo? Kung imamandatory natin na lagyan ulit.
Well, sa akin po, pabor naman po yun. Kasi kung lilimitahan po natin, halimbawa po, 12 hours, kung kaya naman po ng driver na mag-drive ng up to 15 hours, sabi nga po niya, 18 hours po pabor sa kanya yun. Pero para sa ganung kaliit na kita for 18 hours na neto, parang hindi po kasi ako daw masyadong agree po doon. Since ako po mismo, driver operator din po ako Nagda-drive din po ako. Usually po, mag-i-start ng morning, mga afternoon po, magneneto na yan ng mga 3 to 4,000 ang driver po. Basta tuloy-tuloy ang biyahe po. Tuloy-tuloy ang pag-accept ng bookings. Ngayon, attorney, may i-add lang po ako doon. Isa po kasi sa sistema po ng mga TNC po. Sa Grab po meron sila nito yung pong selfie-verification. Selfie-verification po na before po mag-drive ang driver, magbe-verify muna po siya kung siya nga po ba talaga yung naka-onboard sa sasakyan. Yun po isang safety feature po niya. Ngayon, ang nangyayari po kasi meron pong mga ganitong instances na meron pong mga driver na hati sila dun sa pagbiyahe. Ibig sabihin, halimbawa, 12 hours si driver na ganito, pero sa kanya mismo yung account, And then the following one account po, one cellphone, one device, pero iba na po yung drive. Well, may mga ganun pong instances. Sana po ma-i-add din po yun na magkakaroon.
Question ba, sir? Sino ba ang kinakausap ng TNC? As ikaw, driver operator, okay? Paano kung ako ay operator,
Driver po.
hindi kinakausap ng ano?
Hindi po. Driver po, direkta po. Kasi po, yung pong account po, sa driver po mismo eh. So lahat po ng mga notices or whatsoever na ilalabas po ni TNC, direkta pong i-inform si driver.
Ang kay operator ay boundary na lang.
Opo, parang gano'n po nangyayari.
Mga
Documents po, yan na lang po ang naiiwan po may operator. Pero all the rest po, si driver po talaga. Account po ni driver.
Oh, pero pag may disgrasya, liable pa rin. Pwede maging liable pa rin.
Opo, kasi sa kanya po pangalan.
So, yung pag nag-book ako, hindi rin nilalagay nilalagay lang ni TNC yata case number, di ba? Sa name ng driver.
Opo, yun,
Wala na nakalagay na operated by.
wala po.
Photo ng driver.
Opo. Yun lang po ang nakikita po dito.
Inisip naman po dun sa 18
Ay,
hours.
ma'am, teka lang. Question lang. Wait lang po. Yung sa selfie verification, is it account-based or cellphone-based ba? Ang account ng TNVS driver, cellphone-based or account-based? Kahit sino po?
Sa cellphone base po yung account mismo ng driver. Pag inon po niya yung account niya, so bago po siya mag-onboarding, magsa-self-verification muna po siya. Na siya yung driver na
To cellphone.
cellphone po.
Paano
Using phone.
Kumari, ito phone ko. Yung phone galing kanino?
Own po ni driver. Own ni driver po yung cellphone.
Pero, pwede kang, let's say, ako sir, driver ako, meron akong account dito sa phone ko. Pwede akong mag-login, let's say, nasira, bigla. Pwede akong mag-login.
Login sa ibang branch using the same account.
That's why, that's why it's selfie. Okay.
Hindi niyo po magagamit yung account po ninyo as a driver attorney kung hindi po yun mismong account pong gagamit. Account based po siya.
Oo, hindi siya cellphone
Hindi
based.
po siya by device.
Sa account base.
Na transfer po siya sa ibang device.
Account based.
Good morning again. I'll just like to add, sa amin sa Maxim, it's account, it's cell phone based. Why? Because, like for example, if a driver logs in his account to another cell phone, then his account will be automatically blocked unless he visits the office and make clarifications.
Kasi may facial recognition.
We don't have the facial recognition attorney, but then the account is tagged to the details of the cell phone. So that if your phone is damaged and you want to change a new cell phone, even if you have a new cell phone and then you lock in that account, existing account to a new cell phone, it will be automatically blocked, and then you have to go to the office. No, it's the driver's account. So the concern of the gentleman is a very rare instances. Personally, I don't want my phone to be used by another person unless otherwise it is provided. The cell phone is provided by the operator. I guess. Oo. Yep, oo. Nagontsaba yung operator. Yeah, that's a very rare thing po. Yeah, that's a very rare thing. Kasi wala naman sila magpapahiram ng cellphone nila personal.
Cellphone-based eh. It's account-based eh. Account-based nga daw yung iba. Ay, iba sa siguro sa inyo, cellphone-based. Ang sinasabi niya, account-based. So, pwede i-log-in ko na. Tapos, papahinga na ako. Tapos,
Ilalagay ito kami ng cellphone.
si Eden na ang mag-drive.
One more.
It's based on the IMEI of the phone. The name and the license number and then the IMEI of the phone should all match before it can log in. Successfully log in.
Good morning to everyone. Nagkaroon lang ako ng idea doon sa selfie verification. Kasi ang isang problema, yung tempo. Pwede bang magkaroon din ng verification kung legit o tempo yung isang sasakyan ng mga publiko? Any idea lang about advanced technology kasi napunta na tayo dyan sa self-verification. So, once and for all, pati na rin kasi yung mga legit na talagang pumapasada, imagine apektado kayo dyan. Baka mas marami pa akong tempo kaysa dun sa nakarehistro sa akin. So, mayroon bang pwede?
Sir, magandang ano po yan, maganda pong question. And actually po sa part ng InDrive, gusto po namin i-push din po no, yung integration po sana no, CPC portal po sa system. Kasi po sir, yung PA po, meron po tayong portal at napakabilis na po ngayon ma-check ng pag-release ng PA. Nandun na po ngayon yung ano, sa portal po agad. Then yung CPC sir, medyo ano po pipila po na secretary sa process. So, yun sir.
Yes, sir. Yung sa atin po, yung binanggit po natin, yung pinakita po natin na online verification,
Yes, sir.
doon na po mapupunta din lahat.
Ayun sir, kung ano po yan, mas mapapadali po talaga yung ano po natin yan, yung pag-verify.
Question po, Port. Yung portal po na ilalabas yung for CPC is magbibigay rin po ba kayo ng API na para ma-use ng mga TNCs for our system? Kasi tama rin po yung sabi ni board member na it is also easier for us if we can have that integration in our system for easier verification.
Web-based naman siya. So, pwedeng mag-login yung aplikante sa inyo. Makikita nyo na mag-login siya, tapos ipapakita niyo yung franchise, yung account niya. You can verify. Kung API, sa API din kami, lahat ng on-board nyo, gusto rin namin makikita rin namin.
Thank you sir, thank you.
Okay, one more. Yes, do the last two.
One more thing. I just like to follow through on that. Same thing as sana mangyayari. Kasi sa amin din kasi with Maxine, we're really having a hard time
you see that there are people if we can really move the mindset of our private car owners from bringing their cars because you say your vehicles. That way it also bring up your passenger load, your service, but at the end of the day, servicio talaga eh. No? Hindi maganda sa servicio, sasakyan, inuunin, lahat yan will affect the overall mindset natin. So it takes a community like this to really work on this model. And if it's successful, I'm sure no, this will be the thing on the future. Nakikita na namin eh, pati sa taxi, wala na yung roadside waiting, wala pa. Don't you move na doon. So we'll work with you further. We'll work with you further how to make this even better. We'll work with the PNCs also to see how we can be more relevant to both the drivers and the passengers. Maganda yung mga inputs nun, and let's keep it coming. Let's get suggestions together. But first and foremost, we'd like to resolve the very issue now fear adjustment. So the sooner again, my request, sooner you give us the feedback that we requested, and ano ba usually next week, or how do that.
Like, to give you one, I think one important question sa uli niyo kung sinabi. What if po ang naging mindset? What if po ang naging mindset ng private car owners if ipasok sa PNC yung mga funds? Kasi magkakaroon ng case of business transactions din. Will we be ready for that?
Yes. If you look at our numbers right now, we're very far from where we want to be, no? The tax availability index which we use sa guide, so kahit pagsama natin ENVF at taxi together, we're still far from where we want to be. We're nowhere near the overgrab time. We're not even near that.
Pre-pandemic.
Oh, wala pa tayo in the pre-pandemic situation. Yeah, we're going to do it gradually para hindi naman ma-overload ang PNCs, ang department, so yung drivers also. Okay? So, abot pa?
Pero po, last na lang sir. Sa ano po, kasi nag-uusap na naman tayo sa panibagong aplikasyon sa mga document and FRB use online. So, okay sana sir, bago natin i-push through talaga to na sana maayos at smooth ito. At sana sir, yung mga painting natin na nilabas ng last slot pa, baka kasi matabunan na naman yun, tapos mag-open na naman tayo. Mapipending na naman. Sana bago mag-open, tapusin muna natin yung
Yung tapusin is also contingent upon the submission of the person concerned. Meron kasi mga aplikante na humingi ng extension of time to submit certificate. Hindi streamline na nga natin yung requirements. Ano yung BAR, ano yung PTI, tinatanggal ng bare bone requirements na talaga. So, public service cannot wait. We cannot wait to wait for the last applicant to submit the required documents. Diba? Pero rest assured, yung ating back, as I said, as much as we're speeding up the front end, we're also speeding up the back. So yung tuloy naman yung dalawa yan. And then kahit paano we agree that then kung is ready, tulad pa rin. We understand that you have to speed up things more, and that's what we're doing right now. Was systematic. Pati yung kusina, ayos na namin para mas maganda yung flow of everything. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Salamat po sa inyong mga inputs. If there are any please, sa aming kusina. Salamat po sa inyo lahat.